Hey everybody, gonna try to do a picking video today. I got this challenge lock from Nite0wl. A lot of you probably know him from Twitter or YouTube. I'll give you links to both of those accounts in the description. But anyway, we've become friends over the last few months, and he sent me this challenge lock. And I tell you, it's more than a challenge. I call it a torture lock because I've tried to pick it now, 4 or 5 times, and my hands go numb and cramp up and all that stuff trying to get this thing to open. I've opened it twice now, and I'm going to try to get it once on camera so we can get it and see what's inside of it. He actually posted a picture of everything on Twitter, but I didn't want to look too hard at it to give me any idea of what's in there until I actually get it open on camera. We can be able to see it all for ourselves in real life. So I use pretty thin tension wrench, and go down the bottom of the keyway there, where that slide keyway kind of zigzags, and that sits in there real nice and gives me a lot of room. So we're gonna try to pick this thing open and take a look at what's inside. Like I said, this is my third try at getting it open on camera. So basically what happens is I get a really nasty false set, and then I touch something and all the pins drop. And by that time my hand's numb, so it's hard for me to start over. So let's work our way through here. And there are a lot of crunches in here, so I'm guessing, so I think there's a lot of threads, a lot of serrated spool type pins. So far, so good. I haven't lost my false set yet. So. There went something a little bit deeper. False set. And like I said, I have about an hour and a half invested, or not invested, but in picking attempts on this, and I have two opens now, so that's pretty good. Well, not for me, because I'm not the best picker in the world. I always tell everybody I'm not the best picker. That's why I always mess around with antique locks to kind of throw everybody off. But trying to figure out, I'm kind of to that point that I was telling you about where I got a nice false set, but nothing wants to give up. And you can see here I'm not keeping too much tension on that. Heard something drop there, but more than likely with my picking skills, it wasn't a set pin. It was probably one of my key pins up in the top chambers. I'm going to increase the tension just to see if I can get anything to see. I push there. I got something's dropping back here, so that one must be set. And the more times you pick a challenge lock, the smoother your serrations and your threads become, and all that stuff on your pins and in your chambers, because sliding the pins, serrations up against those kind of files them down. So it's not to say this lock isn't still very difficult. I'm sure. You hear things dropping, setting in there. Not really getting feedback from anything right now. Really hit something with my the shaft of my pick there that put me back in a false set, so that was lucky. And we got it open. Holy cow. I'll tell you, there wasn't much skill involved in that last couple of minutes because this hand is completely numb and this hand is completely numb. But an open is an open. But no, there was just one pin in there that you just kind of had to tap, and then it just came right open. So let's see what's inside of this thing. So got it open. Let's see what the key looks like also. So I'm going to lock it back up and unmummify the key. So that's what the key looks like for it. Really nasty. Make sure I got the right one. Yep. So smooth. I love it when a challenge lock. I always try to make sure my challenge locks run pretty smooth. Sometimes they'll catch a little bit, you know, from what you're doing, but so smooth. I love a nice smooth challenge lock. A lot of attention to detail there. So we're gonna get this thing, and I hopefully have everything ready because I knew I wouldn't have much time to gut it because I'd be spending a lot of time picking it. So I got everything all laid out. But like I said, that this might just be a lucky open just because In fact, like I said, both hands were numb towards the end of it. So, and this is the third time I've tried picking it on camera. So, this tail piece off. Maybe. There it goes. And take our key, give it a turn, and try to get this thing without making a huge mess. Like I said, this is the first picking video I've done in quite some time, so it might be a little rusty. And there you see already the odds were stacked against me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins in this thing. Holy cow. He kind of pulled one of my tricks, or not my tricks, but I do that a lot, where if I got room for 7 pins, I load it up and I just leave that last one sitting on the tip of the key. So good job on that. But yeah, that's probably why my hand went numb. I'm pretty good with 5 pins, 6 pins, but on 7 pin locks, I run into some trouble. So awesome stuff. Let's look at these key pins. Standard, another standard, and this was a horrible mat to do this with, but I'll try to keep them separate. Standard, I don't know if you can see that or not, and another standard, and another standard. Let's see what he's done to this core. I don't know if there's any counter milling in it or not. Let's take my pick here, but it feels like there was. Nope, smooth. Gosh dang it, I figured there was a ton of threading in here, but nope, not any. So all the heavy lifting was done by the driver pins. So let's take a look and see what we got there. Get my tweezers here for these. Jeez, there's this gnarly serrated pin. I've never seen, like I've seen those with the American kits, but I've never seen one with the, I'm gonna try to lay these out nicely here. I've never seen them with the, like the full-size ones. Nice spool. Really deep spool with a little, you can see that spool part is taken up by the entire tweezer there. I'll get a closer look on those, so I'm just going to put these in there next to each other there. And what had happened here? Oh, another serrated, and that's actually an inverted key pin. But yeah, that's got the serrations on it. Really sharp serrations. Where'd you go, little buddy? Right there. That was very resourceful. And then like I said, it's been a while since I've got it to lock on camera. Another key pin with some really, really sharp serrations on it. And I think I've only gutted one 7-pin lock before in my whole life either. Anyway, so dump him out. Ooh, T-pin. Not sure which way he was. But yeah, there's a T-pin. And then, let's see what else we got here. Another serrated, looks like. That is stuck. Oh, there goes all the springs. But no pin. There he is. Oh, no, there was a T-pin. Another T-pin. I'd say he probably went this way, because that's how he's going to put up a good fight. And then out the back falls another spool, really sharp spool. And there's all the springs. Got different tension springs and all that stuff in there. Just going to check to see if there's any threading up here that he hid. Nope, everything's smooth. So, like I said, that dang, those uppers did a lot of the heavy lifting. So, try to get a good zoom on those without giving everyone a headache. But yeah, look at those. Got a serrated, a spool, 2 more serrated, and then 2 T-pins and another spool. Oh my gosh. So there's 7 pins. Like I said, I've only picked a 7-pin lock once in my life before, so that's probably a big part of how that got me so bad. Like I said, I'm not a very good picker anyway. But anyway, Nite0wl, thank you so much for this lock. I'm probably not going to trade this off because it's kind of personalized, so this is going to go in my personal collection. I don't really collect locks as far as, like, you know, the typical collector. I collect master locks, but other than that, this will go in my permanent collection, and I might loan it out, maybe. Who knows? Maybe if someone asks me nicely enough, I might loan it out. So anyway, thanks for watching, and like I said, sorry about the sloppy open there towards the end, but both my hands were numb. But I'm glad I got this thing open on camera, and I'm glad I got to show you guys what's going on. And like I said, check the description. If you don't know who Nite0wl is, he's an awesome guy. Check him out on YouTube and Twitter. So, and check me out on Twitter. I'm on Twitter too. So there'll be a link to my Twitter page on there if you haven't seen it yet, or if you haven't followed me yet. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.